guys, today's video is on how we board dog-aggressive dogs. We have quite a few in this weekend and even a few sibling pairs that cannot be together at home because they've ended up at the emergency vet several times from getting into fights. We are working on getting them in together with some supervised play sessions, which you'll see later in the video. But here you'll see we have individual turf runs outside when they go outside to go potty, but this also counts as a great way for them to get exercise. This was a 6-minute clip that I had to clip down and speed up of them just running back and forth nonstop. And this is not fence fighting, they're not jamming their face against the fence. You'll see they're just nicely running back and forth, kind of barking at each other, egging each other on. So right now you're seeing a little bit of our morning routine, which starts off with, of course, getting the dogs outside so they can go potty, getting their rooms cleaned up, and getting fresh water for them. We are doing some training with this doodle puppy. She loves to pull on the leash, so we're practicing sitting before going through doorways. Hungry? Zeus, sit! Good boy!
So right here we have a Dutch Shepherd, and we have a German Shepherd. Russia is the German Shepherd right here. And then Ragnar. Ragnar is the Dutch Shepherd. In with me. Next door is his brother, Magnus. They are not spoken together. At home they don't go together. They don't play with each other. Magnus, hey! Leave it. You can see they're getting pretty riled up just being right next to each other like this. Magnus, hey! They get pretty amped up when they're not able to be together, when they're this close to each other, because they're usually in separate yards. We'll get them together and we'll just kind of see how they do. They get pretty amped up. Make Dad proud. Come on. There you go. Good job. Come here. Hey. Good job. Good boys. Good job. So you can see the tension's pretty high with them at any point. And if you don't know what you're doing, these guys could easily get a really bad fight, and you would not be able to break it up at a certain point. Ah! Leave it. Good. Leave it. What we're trying to do is desensitize them a little bit so that they can spend more time together, because they don't get to spend any time together at home except when they're in kennels next to each other. And they really like each other. It's like brothers that don't know how to shut it off. See, mostly it's Ragnar that has the issue. When he gets excited, he wants to go and play too rough and bite him. And Magnus obviously doesn't like that. It kind of starts a fight. They've been to the emergency room a couple times and stuff like that. So we're just trying to get that fixed up so that they can spend more time together as a pack and not get hurt or anything like that. So you can see they have a German Shepherd sister, Russia, and then 2 Dutch Shepherds. Russia does great with both of them. They just struggle together when things get excited. Hey, leave it. Let go potty. Leave it. No, leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Nice. These guys love to try to eat food. It's disgusting. No, nice. Come on. Come on. Hey! Leave it. Hey, Rag. Come on. Ragnar, come here. Good job. So you can see he just watches him like a hawk. And then if he ever does anything that steps out of line, Ragnar kind of gets after him. Hey, leave it. Leave it. And so we want to kind of fix that, because at any point that could be really bad. And they're doing a really good job. Like I said, at home they're never together, and they're not here very often. So the fact that they can do this just shows that they just need some kind of guidance on when they're together. And they can't really be unsupervised at all, or it could be really bad. Good job.
Max and Zeus used to be the same way, but you'll see in a little bit how far they've come.
So I brought some other dogs out just to show kind of how stimulated they get with other dogs. And so if you were to let these guys out in the yard together, you had neighbors with like active dogs like these, or dogs that bothered them, they would probably get in a fight because they would get so like nervous or anxious being with each other. We'll step in and we'll see what they do with each other when there's other dogs. Leave it. So you can see none of them are even focused on each other. They're so focused on the dogs. If I was not here, they would for sure be biting each other and probably biting each other pretty good. So again, this isn't to stress out the dogs or anything. It's just to show how the dogs, like, you know, if they're together, can be bad. If there's other stuff that's stimulating them. They're actually doing a lot better than I thought together with this. But if like something was in the yard that they didn't want or something, it could be really bad. They might team up or something like that, or if they would get out, they could cause some damage because they're really hyped up right now. But they're actually doing better with each other, so that's really good. Russia doesn't even care. He just wants pets. Good boy. So this is Zeus and Max. Zeus and Max are also litter mates, same exact age, same breed, from the same place. But for the first couple years of their life, they could not be together, even like at home. Zeus, come here. So they've been coming here for a few years now, and for the first couple years they came here, they weren't together at home, and they'd actually get brought here in separate vehicles because they couldn't even be in the same vehicle together for a short trip. But ever since coming here, we'd run them next to each other outside, and they get really used to each other, and I think they ended up started actually just like liking each other. Meanwhile, at home, they really started doing like some socialization with each other, supervised, making sure that they weren't getting after each other, making sure that they weren't bugging each other, and that they weren't that they were respecting each other, and then they did really well. So a lot of it is just people throw their dogs out in the yard and expect them to kind of know what to do. When it's kind of like kids at recess with no teacher, they're probably going to get into some trouble. But they've done absolutely amazing, and now they're together at home. I don't think they leave them together when they go somewhere. I think they kennel them, which is good. I think that should happen. Come on, Zeus. Come on, buddy. But yeah, they're able to live life as brothers and play with each other. And you can see there's absolutely no issues. Zeus used to have some trouble with like going after and like kind of running and grabbing him, kind of like Ragnar does to Magnus. But Zeus really doesn't do that at all anymore. And so they coexist really nicely. Sometimes they'll chase each other and play. They really love to chase the fence with each other or chase the fence with other dogs. They do a really good job not like getting into the fence and like biting it, so they don't hurt themselves, but they just do a really good job. But they couldn't be in like group play with other dogs because they just really don't do well with other dogs. But they do well like running at a fence or something like that. So. But yeah, they do really well. You can see right there, they like each other. That used to cause a fight. That used to not be able to happen. So it's awesome to see dogs get better and be able to spend more time with each other, especially when they're literally brothers from the same litter. Yeah. Look how pretty they are. Max, Zeus, good job. Good boys.